that's the wreck, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy.
Well, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Gun.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And he's got some space here. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
First carry for Najee Harris. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Steelers at 2-7 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Trubisky. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. He's got the first down and more. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into auto gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. This one fielded at the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Burrow on third down. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Burrow on play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, here's Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready?
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Mixon is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
I'm one, right?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown! Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Trubisky. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
I'm one, right?
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more
trying for right, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it hit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, had some blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, you gotta go short.
After the pick 6, here's Burrow again. Complete to right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now it's Mixon running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 2nd down and 8. Now it's Trubisky. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They cut him on back-to-back plays, breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
Taken from just outside the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. From midfield now, Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. They'll get it inside the 20 and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is now 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We've got a little more than a minute to go, and I think the offense is saying, hey, all we need here, a field goal, and we can take the lead into intermission.
Well, I think that's what the goal should be. Give your kicker a chance to give you those 3 points. But in the meantime, if someone falls asleep on the defensive side, you might take advantage of that and get a big shot downfield, too.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Harris running straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield after one play? It appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They hand this off to Harris, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They're going to run it with Harris. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Hey!
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
On second and very short, Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. That one goes for 24 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. On first down, Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run with Harris. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on first down. A throw left side, caught by the tight end flyer move. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Trubisky. Toward the pylon, caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Here we go, here we go.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles. Because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Now a first down carry for Harris. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing here, Trubisky. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On third down, here's Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
And now they face a 2nd and 6 after the penalty. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And Trubisky down to a knee, and that is all she wrote. To win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll...
Yeah. Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon going, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters. This ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight. I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered. I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the sci-fi my city. You probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab, pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band, young Chris a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great, I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake, I got extras on the plate, I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way.